Hi there. Welcome to your knowledge home. In this video we will be discussing about the sociological imagination, which was developed and introduced by Wright Mills. In one of the videos we have talked about him, who was an American sociologist belonging from the School of Conflict perspective. Now in the book, The Sociological Imagination, which was published in 1959, Mill's goal was that how the two different social concepts, the individual and the society, are connected to each other. With this, he argued that micro and macro levels in sociology can be linked by the sociological imagination. Sociologist Wright Mills shared that neither the life of an individual nor the history of the society can be understood without understanding both. It might seem complex, but through this, Wright Mills explained that the individuals can only understand their own experiences, troubles and their own challenges fully, if they can only locate themselves within the period of history, that is the time period of their life in which they are living. This only can make them aware and know the condition of lives experienced and shared by other individuals within that particular time period. Thus, sociological imagination is simply a quality of mind that allows one to grasp history and biography and the relations between the two within society. Where biographical entity occurs within the individuals and the historical society refers to all the individuals who lives within the society. Also, Mills makes an important distinction between personal troubles and public issues. He said that the personal troubles are those troubles which occurs within the individuals surrounding his or her social environment and his or her relations with the other people, while public issues are matters that deal with all the institutions of the historical society, which is a collection of each individual's experience, his or her relation with the social environment, ultimately leading to the formation of larger social structures and socio-historical life. To explain this distinction between public and private issues, Mill came with an example of unemployment. If only one person in a city of 100,000 is unemployed, then it is a personal trouble. You know, that person might feel defeated, discouraged and full on stress. That person might question himself or herself in the mirror and say, "You didn't work hard enough. You are good for nothing. It is only you and you." Here Wright Mills says that it is not you, rather the world around you, that is, the very historical society we are living. But when 5 million people are unemployed in a nation of 50 million, then it is a public issue. Therefore, the theory of sociological imagination, nothing but the practice of thinking ourselves separate from the everyday activities of our daily life, and to look at them critically. It is the ability to see things sociologically and analyze it from a different perspective. To have a sociological imagination, a person must be away from that situation and think from an alternative point of view. Another example, considering a simple act of drinking coffee. Through a sociologist, or rather a sociological point of view, we can say that coffee is not just a refreshment, rather it has a particular symbolic meaning attached to it in our everyday life. Like, drinking coffee every day, after waking up in the morning, is considered to be a morning ritual for someone. Also, two people who arrange a particular meeting or a small talk, can have coffee while they are discussing something, where this particular cup of coffee provides a fulfillment for social interaction between the two individuals. Secondly, coffee contains caffeine, which can be used by someone as a drug product, for which some people might even hesitate to have a cup of coffee. Sociologists are therefore interested in these basic differences of our everyday life when seen from a different perspective. Sometimes, this coffee is a product that lies at the contemporary debates about globalization, international trade, human affairs, etc. Also, for some countries these coffee serves as an income generator, and used as a luscious product in the West, ranging from different brands. Therefore, Wright Mills emphasized the importance of seeing the connection between social structures and individual experiences. Also, this theory was adopted later by several other sociologists. For example, in the book of Rethinking Violence Against Wives by R. Emerson Dobash, who conducted an appropriate research, combining police cases and in-depth interviews, where he found that for each woman, there is a personal trouble. While later on, the increase in the number of the domestic violence and the lack of enforcement of laws made it possible to be a public issue. Therefore, as soon as you start to think other things or issues that differ from your own perspective, you are entering into the blanket of sociological imagination. Whether it is the topic on obesity, where you think that you are only gaining weight because of having junk foods. While this problem is very common in American society, where more or less many persons suffer from the problem of obesity, leading to it as a public issue in a larger context. Moreover, it can be anything, like you want to pursue a course, where you can question yourself, that whether you're really interested, or it is because your family pushed you to do so. Or, do your friends have any expectations of you regarding your admission to that particular course? Rather, it is because your teacher said, so as to not lose any goal and repent in future. In the next video, we will be talking about his second theory of alienation and bureaucracy by C. Wright Mills in the series of sociology. For which stay tuned and subscribe, like, comment and share to your friends.